waiting and waiting. And I remember the day, 2014, when Destiny launched. A guy I was in the military with named Walter Beak. Me and him were on the phone with each other, both on our Xbox Ones, waiting for it to fucking launch together. Man, it was amazing. Amazing, bro. And to this day, I can't get, I mean, nothing has beat it, man. You know, one game I hope to beat it one day was Anthem. If you guys know what Anthem was, it was a game made by EA. A lot of people know it as a Iron Man simulator because you could fly around. And the gameplay and gunplay was next to I think what sets Destiny apart is the gunplay. Even playing Borderlands the last few days after getting back into Destiny during the final shape and into the newest expansion and newest drop of Ash and Iron. What sets Destiny apart and what sets old school Halo apart and stuff like that is the gunplay so good. As shitty as Destiny has done with the IP recently, the gunplay is still so good, and it's so hard to find a game that has comparable gunplay. The game may have better storyline, but the gunplay sucks, so you don't enjoy playing it as much. Or games may, like I said, Anthem had a really good gunplay, but what happened with it? Its storyline sucked ass. And man, even they were talking about doing like you know, if for those who you heard me talking about Final Fantasy 14 earlier, if y'all don't know, it's called Final Fantasy 14 Reborn. The reason why it's Reborn, when it first launched, it didn't get good reception. So they pulled it down, relaunched it as Final Fantasy 14 Reborn, which is basically Final Fantasy 14 2.0, and it blew up. It was amazing. They listened to their fucking audience, listened to what needed to be changed, and they changed it, and for the better. And looking back now, man, Final Fantasy 14 is one of the best MMORPGs we've had ever. That was the gameplay when Anthem launched. Again, there's a lot of shit going on with EA and not just EA, the same people who do not Dark Souls. What is it? Dragons. I don't know. It's gonna drive me nuts now. I wish we had a bigger chat. Somebody be able to correct me. Somebody be telling me you're an idiot for not knowing this. Not Dragonborn, that's Skyrim. Let's look it up real quick. We're gonna go into this. The problem is every time you do this, they start to freak out. EA game. Oh, just look up EA games because I know it's EA games. Go to images. We had Anthem. We knew Anthem. We're not talking about Anthem. We're not talking about Star Wars, even though their last few Star Wars games have been pretty good. Dragon Age. That's what I was looking for. Dragon Age. Why couldn't y'all tell me that? Y'all should have told me. Y'all should have known that. Dragon Age. So the plan was Dragon Age, and I forget which one it is now, but Dragon Age, they pulled people off Anthem to do Dragon Age, so Anthem suffered for it. And I don't know if you can say rightfully so, but definitely Dragon Age had probably a bigger following than a new game like Anthem. Even though, like I said, Anthem had the gunplay. Man, if you never played Anthem, they just now shut down the servers here recently, or are getting ready to. I remember reading the comments on it or something like it either shut down or they're getting ready to finally shut down the servers for the first time. But man, when you did a combo and heard that pa-ding, when you did a combo in fucking Anthem, it was so wonderful. Problem was the storyline was shit. There was nothing to do. Once you beat the main campaign, which wasn't long, which wasn't super long or anything like that. The new expansion, it just wasn't there. So the game plan was, hey, we're gonna do an Anthem 2.0. We're going to keep Anthem up until we revamp it. We get everything set up and do what it needed to be done to make it the game they promised to release. And then they started that process, and then it never happened. And to me, to this day, is one of the biggest misses in video game history. And honestly, I feel that. I'm talking 50, 100 years from now, when people are talking about video game history, and you get to this looter shooter space, obviously you're going to mention Destiny, you're going to mention Borderlands, but I think one of the things that will be talked about is Anthem, that had the gameplay. I think more games that come out have good storyline, the gameplay. Another game right alongside Destiny is Warframe, familiar, and I played a lot of Warframe. I've played all the storyline. My problem, Warframe storyline's great. I've enjoyed the storyline, and I usually come back for Warframe expansions. I haven't played the latest one, like 1992 or 1692 or whatever, and then they got another one coming out right now. But I've played them all up to that, and I'll usually jump in to catch up on the storyline because they got a good storyline. But for me, the gunplay in Warframe is not as good as Destiny. It's not as good as Halo. It's not as good as Anthem was. But storyline will carry you, I think, further than gameplay will. Yeah, I say that, but at the same time, I think the reason why Destiny has been as strong as it has is because of gameplay. So I take back what I think. Gunplay is probably a little bit higher on the scale than storyline itself, because storyline in Destiny has been bad from time to time. It has been way bad. But other times it's been great. So it's hard to really tell. Like initial vanilla Destiny 1 came out. Was good. I don't think it was anything to write home about, but the gameplay was just so good. The gunplay was just so good. Carried it. Then you had the first 2 expansion, which was House of Wolves and Prisoner. I forget what the other. It wasn't. It was Crota. I forget what that, Dark Below, and then House of Wolves, which brought us the Prison of Elders and stuff like that. Not really good when it comes to storyline and stuff like that. But the gunplay carried it forward, and then we got year 2 of Destiny 1 with the Taken King, and you talking about amazing storyline. And it's kind of hard to say amazing storyline because we just said Crota storyline wasn't great. And again, it wasn't great. I want to, again, nothing to write home about. But the Taken King expounded on it. Taken King Orcs, the father of Crota, was mint Destiny. You talking about everything good about Destiny can be found in the Taken King. Sounds like my wife is up. Was mint Destiny was Taken King. In fact, been very few replicated again. And the shitty part is, Rise of Iron came out. A lot of people didn't like Iron. I particularly did enjoy Rise of Iron. I did. I wasn't one of those haters on Rise of Iron. Was it Taken King level? No. But I think that's the problem. When you have something like Taken King, you can't expect every expansion and stuff to be like Taken King. Because Taken King was just it was it. Again, Destiny has always had the gunplay. You don't have to worry about that. But then it had the storyline and stuff to back it up. So good. Rise of Iron will I say Rise of Iron was the strongest Taken King storyline? No, absolutely not. But was it good? Yeah, I thought so. But then Destiny 2 came out. Red War. I particularly enjoyed the Red War. The storyline I thought was amazing. Was I disappointed in how much was involved with Rise of Iron, with the Red War? Yes. Because the Red War launched, I thought, really good storyline. Shorter than I would have liked it, and I think that's how most people felt. But then again, during that year, you had Red Roar, and then you had Curse of Osiris, which was just honestly terrible. Probably the worst Destiny has ever been at it, especially at that point in time. I don't think Destiny ever got to the lows that Curse of Osiris got to. Again, and then I think there was another one, right? We had... After Curse of Osiris, I remember, again, I still played back in the day, but it's hard for me to remember, but we did something about War Sats or something like that. I can't specifically remember, but I remember there was like Seraph doing something. I don't know. It's hard for me to remember because it was unforgettable. And I almost gave up then. Then Forsaken came out. And then Cade dying and stuff like that. Yep. Forsaken. Again, another year 2 of Destiny where we had Taken King and now we had Forsaken. Just keeping people invested because, God, it was so good. It really was. What I gotta do? Shoot this or something? I don't know what I gotta do. There we go. Yeah, shoot it. So good, so good. Hey, baby.
That should throw a wrench in Saul's plans. Of course, we still need to suss out what the substance actually is. I'm coming to join you. Meet me in the lobby.
I know, baby, I know. So that's why I'm doing my laundry right now. You asked. What is this bitch doing here?
I've arrived. Easily, thanks to you clearing the way.
Motherfucker.
I'll need a console connected to their main network to access the data on Saul's research. Let's move quickly before he can respond. So, you're from
Come on, Trouble.
planet.
Oh shit, we left Trouble.
What is it like out there? It's been a long time.
It's fucked out there. Don't go out there.
How do I say this?
It's fucked out there.
Corporations run everything.
Trust
Everyone
me,
else
it's
gets
fucked.
squeezed for every cent they have. You either die in debt or die paying it off.
See? It's fucked.
Not so different from how I remember it.
That's real
What's the
life.
saying? Everything old is new again?
Yeah, that's real life
This
too.
concludes our small talk, by the way.
Well, good. I didn't want to talk to you anyway. You was kind of a bitch.
I'll take care of this.
Sometime today.
More resistance. Let's
Wait.
clear them out and keep moving.
Why does it do that? Motherfucker. No, that's what it is.